We're counting down the hits this week with Kip Moore. His song in the countdown is way ahead in the top 10. It's called Hey Pretty Girl. I want to go back and talk about something we talked a little bit at the open. That's the Hammer Down tour with Toby Keith. And you mentioned at the end, you said it was one of the, it's probably your favorite tour so far. What are the other things you're watching and learning and seeing about Toby that maybe you didn't know?
Well, you know, I don't know if I necessarily want to say it's my favorite, because I've been on a lot of tours that have been great, and they've been great for all different reasons. This has just been I would say it's been the best as far as a camaraderie among bands and people all hanging out with each other, because this is the first time I really experienced that, where everybody's hanging out together and having a blast, and we're doing stuff throughout the day, and the bands all get along great, and we're having drinks and partying at night, and it's just been a blast in that sense. But you can't help but to learn from a guy like Toby that's done it for 20, 30 years and built the following that he has. And I try to go out and watch almost every show, just like I've done with Eric and Carrington, those guys that I was out with. And you can always pick up tidbits, man. And I definitely, there's a few grooves that he's played, that I do not have, and it makes me want to be like, you know what, I'd like to try to do a groove like that. You see certain things that capture fans and certain things that work, and he's great with it, man. And I think the one thing that Toby does, the one thing that Toby has that a lot of artists don't have is he has a true connection with those fans. Those fans feel like he's one of them, and it sounds simple, but that's a hard thing to make happen. Yeah. And a lot of people try to do it, and it's put on false. And Toby does it, man. Those people, they feel like he is one of them.
Along with making records, you've really made a mark as a songwriter. And as we talk about Toby Keith, I mean, there's a guy he's approaching, I think, like 100 million spins on his songs.
I got a good ways to go for that.
Which is just mind-boggling. But I just wonder what you... I've always thought he's the most amazing hook writer I've ever heard.
He's great, man. I mean, that's the thing is, there's going to be different strokes for different folks with all artists, and people are going to knock on Toby. People are going to love Toby. People are going to love Aldean. People are going to hate Aldean. It's one of those things. But anytime a guy has done what he's done, you just have to tip your cap to him. It doesn't matter if you dig it or you don't. He's got a proven track record, and yeah, man. I mean, those. A lot of those old hits, man, are just...
Oh, I know.
They're the best.
Have you talked songwriting with him at all?
We have. He's been super gracious, man, and I know that he's a fan of what I've done. So he's like, I know that we're going to write a few, which will be the first time I've written with somebody, that I've been, opening for on a tour. So I'm looking forward to it.